Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free, so don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. If you clicked on this video to hear about DDG and BRUCEDROPEMOFF dissing him, I need you to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And to my spit squad, drop the flex emoji in the comments. Now, DDG responds to BRUCEDROPEMOFF dissing him at a show, saying he's no longer relevant enough to beef with and dared him to show in his hometown. Now, one thing I gotta say, I ain't gonna even get into the speculations or all the back and forth of this. It's just a message to DDG and anybody like DDG who going through any situation. When you're going through a situation like he going through with HALLE, a lot of these people are trying to trick you off the seat, but not only trick you off the street, trying to trick you out of a position. So if you DDG and you know your son is in Italy, you're not going to be able to see him for 2 months. You're not going to be able to see him until he get back in the States from where he was. You have to understand that you can't be going through these things. You can't, when people say stuff to you online, you have to ignore them, especially when it's other streamers, and especially when your brother been putting the beats on people, because that reflects poorly on you. That's just giving HALLE ammo to use in court to say, look, he's being violent, he's beefing with this streamer, he's beefing with that streamer. Here's a video of him beating up a streamer online. Here's a video of him and this streamer getting to it online. And now she's creating a pattern of you being a violent person. So when she come in there and she say, oh, well, these bruises are from what he did on my arm. Oh, this bruise, this chip tooth from him slamming my head and allegedly doing this and doing that. Well, the judge looks at your pattern of behavior on the internet and say, well, maybe he's not as violent as she says she is, because his lawyers say he's not. But when I look at these videos and this evidence online, he's always into it with people. He's online drunk, even though there's nothing wrong with getting drunk in the right setting. It just gives a bad perspective of you, especially when you going to do child custody and stuff like that. So it could put him in a position to where the judge see him as somebody he's not, and now he's fighting to try to change his image, and he has a woman judge. And one thing that's important about this woman judge thought that HALLE was dangerous enough that she could grant DDG a restraining order, but she didn't think HALLE was dangerous enough to keep her from the baby, to basically say, no, the baby can't go out of the town or stuff like that. And that's crazy to me, that as a judge, you can look at all the evidence and say, yo, HALLE has did this, she's did that. I do believe she's of a danger to herself and a danger to you, but I'm gonna let her go out the country with this baby for 2 months to work. That's so crazy. And a lot of times, I'm telling y'all, man, I've went through a lot of court stuff, and at some point I'm gonna tell my story, because I'm all for the child court reform. You know, I think a lot of things need to be changed. But when you look at a lot of these situations, man, the woman is given the benefit of the doubt, no matter how bad she is, or no matter how much she lies, or no matter how much evidence or proof you can have on her. A lot of times she will get the benefit of the doubt as just being a mother and as being the quote unquote nurturer of the situation. And I think DDG has gotten a raw deal of some of this, but I'm gonna have to be honest, man. It appears that a lot of the stuff that she's saying about him, I'm not gonna say that it's true, but I'm gonna say it appears that he's putting himself in a position for the narrative to be painted for other people who's on the outside looking at her as the Disney actor, as the helpless woman, as the meek person, as the person who's under Rock Nation and an artist of Beyonce. It's giving these people the ammo to paint him out as the bad guy. So he need to fall back from all of the stuff that he's doing on the internet. The stuff that could appear to be negative or could reflect on him negatively. If you're new to the channel and want more celebrity and hip hop content, hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the subscribe button, you're a part of the Spit Squad. So hit the like button and drop the flex emoji in the comments. And for any DDG videos you may have missed, go to the YouTuber streamers playlist in the end screen. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair. If you into sneakers, you a sneakerhead, you love seeing the new Jordans, Pumas, whatever it may be, Subscribe to Kicking It with Fair Play 2333. If you're trying to follow me on my basketball journey, my weightlifting and fitness journey, and also be inspired to get back on your fitness journey, subscribe to Fair Play, Flex, and Fadeaway. Also, any of these pages I just named, you can also find them on TikTok or Instagram.